Hey everyone, this is Jaden Dunn from Kiss My Glass Antiques, and today we're at Country Cousins Antiques in Bourbon, Missouri, and we're looking for antique or vintage glassware to buy or for resale or from our collection. So let's go inside and see what we can find. Okay, so starting off right here, we have two Moon and Stars compotes, one with like the zigzaggy frill and one without, with the scalloped one. Both of these are L.A. Smith, I believe. And then this basket here in the front is a Fenton thumbprint. I'm sorry I didn't get the prices on those. It was like all the way on the ground, and I would have had to go all the way on the ground to see them. So I apologize. Here, I was just looking at these milk jugs, these old milk jugs. They're really cool. I had quite a few of them. Then some crystal glass here that I didn't really know anything about. This piece right here is a Fenton handkerchief ruffle vase, milk glass hobnail vase. And I turned it around, and it actually has a complete hole in it from where one of the hobnails broke. I believe it was, I don't know, I didn't get it on that tag. I feel like it was like $25, but that could be wrong. Sorry everyone about that. Just looking at the rest of the booth. This ashtray here was really cute. It was just like some dogs, like a mama and puppies. Unfortunately, her tail was broken, so we did go ahead and leave it behind, but super mid-century. Let's see if we got the price on that. $10. Not too bad except for the damage. I kind of wonder if the damage occurred while displayed in there because it didn't say as is or anything on the tag. Then right here we have this L.A. Smith Moon and Stars lampshade for like your oil lamps, and I believe it was priced at $50, which is kind of expensive in my opinion. I don't feel like it should be. Oh, it's $40, so $40. Okay, that's not as bad, but I still feel like that's a little pricey since it's not with the lamp or anything. It's just all by itself. Now right here is just a piece of uranium glass, and the reason why I wanted to get on camera mostly was just because it was uranium glass. I don't really know anything about it. After I cut the camera off of it, Luke took it down and looked for a price tag because I couldn't see the price tag because there was other bowls stacked in it, but I believe it was $45. Here are some L.A. Smith Moon and Stars sugar and creamer set. Now these were $6.50 each, and it's kind of odd to see them priced individually whenever they are both pieces there, but that's okay, because if you just needed one or the other, then you would be able to get one or the other. They're $6.50 each, so $13 total, which isn't too bad for the set, but if you can find them cheaper than that, go ahead and get them, because $13 is actually a pretty good price. Now, here's what we actually came for. We came to look at these uranium glass pieces, but they were just a bit out of our budget. These little sherbet cups here were $7 each, which isn't too bad. Honestly, the prices weren't horrible, but that was just not the price range we were wanting to stay in. This one right here was really cool. It had an opalescent ruffle on it. More sherbet glasses, and then of course that vase right there is actually a Fenton vase, Fenton custard glass. Then up here there was some more. We really wanted to look at the plates, so we had them open it. Right there is another Fenton vase. It's a Fenton hobnail swung vase. Just one of those little ones. It was $44.95, but it was on sale. And then this bowl right here is a Fenton hobnail ruffle bowl. We actually have one just like it, and it is in like the custard Vaseline opalescent. This was like a Lazy Susan, that thing in the front right there. It was really cool. And more little teacups and some more plates and sherbet glasses. They had some really neat stuff in here in their uranium glass collection, but we ended up leaving it behind. Here were some intricate clocks. They didn't just have like a whole lot in this antique mall, so I got what I could get. Now this piece right here was tagged Roseville, but I did not pick it up to see if it was stamped on the bottom. I thought it was really interesting with the colorway and the flowers, as well as like these like little circle details on the top. It was $80, but unfortunately, it did have some chipping around the edge of the lid, which you could just turn around, honestly, but I'm thankful that they had it facing out so people could see it, because people will miss that if they don't put it facing out. They'll just assume it was in perfect condition and not check it out, which is really sad, but that's just how it goes. Now, right here is actually a Fenton Cameo Glass bell, and I did not know that that colorway is called Cameo Glass, but I believe Michael Todd on Cult of Vintage said that the other day, so that's what I know it as now. And this glass here was also really cool. This is a eye winker glass, but it is in a carnival glass and an opalescent, which I had never seen that before. It was like a yellow opalescent with a green carnival glass at the bottom, which I thought was really cool. Like I said, I hadn't seen carnival glass eye winker before. And some of that carnival glass was actually Fenton as well. Right here we have some Viking Georgian style cut glasses. We actually just picked up 2 of these, Luke and I did. And this was $50 for 11 glasses. Sorry, I stopped and cleaned the camera because it was like really gross. Now you can actually see the color, but it was $50 for 11 of them, which honestly isn't too horrible, but we did go ahead and leave them behind. We like to find our Georgian glasses like that at like super cheap, because we're out of room for glasses in our cabinet. But if we can get them super cheap, then we'll go ahead and pick them up. Now here we have some ephemera. This is early 1900s Valentine's and birthday cards. I tried to go through to find a birthday card, but all I saw in there was Valentine's Day cards. So we're gonna flip through a couple and take a look at the graphics. And I tried to see when they were postmarked for, but I couldn't find it on all of them. One of them, which I believe I got on camera, was 1912. This one says 1938. And then I think when we flip this one, there's a 1912. Yep, 9th of August, 1912. So that's pretty cool. I went ahead and flipped through to try and find a birthday one, but I couldn't find one. Or maybe I just missed one. There's always that chance as well. And then in the back, they had a Sears Merry Mushroom canister set, and they were very, very expensive. I was a little confused why the small one was $50 when the biggest one was only $38, but I would assume that the small ones probably got broke the most, maybe. And then they had some mugs. That was it, just the 4 canisters and the 4 mugs, which is great because you don't see the mugs as often as you do the canisters. Up next is some really pretty Tiffany glass lamps. So this one had, of course, you can see these 2 little roses here, and it used to be an oil lamp, but it has since been converted to electric, as you can see. Had like the glass shade up in it as well. It was $200, which isn't really that bad. And this one was so sketchily placed. I know they could have found a better place for this, but we're just going to ignore that. This one was $300, which I don't think it was as pretty as the other one, but that's okay. And it had some flowers in the glass, which is really nice. And then lastly, this was just like a huge medicine cabinet. None of the things inside were for sale, unfortunately, but it was really cool to see it all together, and this is something I would definitely put in my house because I think it's really interesting to see. But they had all kinds of different medicines in here, old medicines, old bottles. They're really in good condition. Some old soaps and such. This is my favorite cabinet. We couldn't get inside to like touch anything or see if those bottles were full since they weren't for sale, but that's okay. Feel free to pause and like read what they say. I tried to get good like angle on them, but it was hard with the glare on the glass. And then last thing we have here is a Ellie Smith Moon and Stars single horn vase, and it wasn't uranium glass, but it was a green opalescent. Guys, so that was Country Cousins Antiques in Bourbon, Missouri, and we didn't end up leaving with anything. We were mostly looking for uranium glass for our Halloween display, but we didn't end up finding anything. But that's okay. We're going to keep looking around and see what we can get for that. But thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe, and let me know what your favorite find of the day was in the comments. Bye, guys!